While politicians are trying to bring peace to the Middle East, thousands of Palestinians say they're living under apartheid. A barrier almost 700 kilometers long has been dividing the West Bank for 8 years. Israel says it's for security, but Palestinians insist it's segregation. Paula Sleer went to check on what's hiding behind the peace facade.
Hani Omer lives on a hot piece of real estate, but it's not because of his view. 7 years ago, the Israeli army built its wall in front of his house and behind it and to the sides of it, so that now he's completely closed in. This gate, his only contact with the outside world, and he's the only one with the key.
The soldiers tried different ways to get me to move. They tried through force and also by offering me money. Indirectly, they offered me an open check and told me how my life would change if I took the money and left the country.
Construction on the wall began 8 years ago along the 1949 armistice line between Israel and the Palestinian West Bank. Israel insists it's for security, but Palestinians complain it's apartheid, and the International Court of Justice has said it breaches international law. Since the wall was built, though, ironically, as well as keeping people out, it's also been bringing others in. Businessman Abu Hassan runs what he calls alternative tours and brings tourists to see Israeli settlements, checkpoints and border fences. But his highlight?
The wall, mainly the wall. People are shocked. I have a lot of people been crying in the tour, and they have like some Jewish people come with me, often have Jewish Americans.
But Jewish Israelis aren't allowed to sign up to go into the Palestinian territories.
It's shocking, this wall. I mean, as a fan of Pink Floyd, I thought that this wall belonged to the past. So these people here, they cannot get inside Jerusalem in no way?
Some of them they can, but they have to go through checkpoint. But I mean, what is life?
Israel insists the wars kept suicide bombers out. Army spokeswoman Avital Leibovich says most of its nearly 500 kilometers is in fact fence, with less than 4% concrete.
In the entrance to Bethlehem, you will see a concrete wall because in 2004, 50% of the suicide bombers that entered Israel came from Bethlehem. So only in those places that has extra security sensitivity, that's where the concrete wall was built. Elsewhere, as you can see here, we're talking about a regular fence with electronics.
But there's nothing regular about caging people in, say this Israeli couple who are taking the wall on tour. Gal Lugassi is leaving for America, where she's arranged to give talks and raise money to help Palestinians.
You're surrounded by a wall and that you can't live without having certain permits. You live in poverty.
But the wall means money for some travel agencies, winning business from tours showcasing or perhaps reveling in Israeli security measures. If you're planning a trip to the Holy Land, gone are the days of visiting traditional religious sites. Now if you go online, you'll find tours like the Ultimate Counter-Terrorism Mission, a tour with the army, or terror tourism, a tour that involves a Palestinian raid. But it's no holiday for Hani, because while tourists can come and go, he's stuck here, hemmed in by an Israeli wall. Paula Sleer, RT, Israel.